I got a question for you. Have you ever wanted to just beat the shit out of your friend with a mace? Or maybe they wanted to launch your ass to the moon with a quad tube rocket launcher? Or some like pushy gun that shoves you like hundreds of meters away? Or maybe you just want to delete their very existence with the press of a button? I got an answer for you. It's this really silly little game called Straftat. Straftat is a 1v1 shooter where for a set to win goal, if whoever amongst you and this other person that you're fighting, friend or random or otherwise, if they reach that set round win, that's the whole thing. That is Straftat. It's a 1v1, get to this many rounds, you win. What makes Straftat so simple is its weapon sandbox and its maps. That's where like all the good stuff comes in, not just from what Straftat is at its base, but what lies underneath the surface. So we're just gonna go over that, real quick. Nice little short, hopefully, video. Hopefully I'm not lying, but hopefully just very short. Because I really want to talk about this, because it's a really silly little game, and I really love it a lot. Let's start the weapons.
You can place 3 of them. Okay. Oh, those things are gonna
the weapon sandbox in this game is quite large, and it's actually pretty cool. You got your regular pistols and your rifles; those are standard. But then you got like your daggers and your swords. Then you got something a little bit more up the next level of wackiness. You have giant maces for insta kills. You have like things that kind of look like a MAC-10 but really aren't. But the minute you press mouse 1, you do not stop firing. It forces you to empty the whole magazine. Something that gets a little bit more silly, stuff like that. But then you got like the absolutely like ludicrous things, like a weapon that looks like it's like a weird like hodgepodge of like metal and shit, kind of like clamped together almost. Not really, but there's a method to that madness in this design. But it's just like it's just pure base. It's a one-shot kill. Oh fuck. Now, as I'm writing this script, or as I wrote it, that day of, there's a weapon update, or just general update that dropped that added some new maps and some new weapons, like the Webley, the G11, and the Katana, and a different type of mine. The G11, in this update, is when you're not scoped, it's a single fire weapon. You just kind of just like have this like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, with the G11?
You can spam it pretty easily to get faster shots, across the follow-ups. When you aim down sights though, that's when it goes into burst mode. I think that's a pretty cool gameplay mechanic, almost. I don't know if I call it gameplay mechanic, but general gun mechanic. For weapon handling. I think that's a pretty nice thing to do. Pretty cool for like, you have this one option for when you want to like do like specific place shots, and then it's just like kind of different idea, different way to kind of like fight them. Like maybe they're kind of close to you, but maybe you want to put fire some more rounds down at them to hopefully better your odds on this round. It's a pretty cool idea. I like it a lot actually. The Webley has its standard single shot mode, but when you aim down sight or just zoom in and then you fire, it does like a 3-round thing on the hammer, and I think that's a pretty cool mechanic. It's a nice little silly little thing. That's only on when you have one in your hand. If you dual wield it, you can't do the burst mode, the friend hammer burst kind of thing. You only get the single shot mode. That's pretty sick. I like that a lot. The AP mines are just the regular mines in the game, but smaller and do like only half the damage. They're pretty cool. Pretty nice little idea, I guess, because they're tinier, so you can't really see them as well. But that's about it for the AP mines. There are more weapons in that. I just wanted to just touch up on a few of those from that update, Now, when it comes to this game's sandbox, I don't think there's any weapons that I really hate, per se. I've got some I prefer more than others, but all in all, this is a very nice handling weapon sandbox, where nothing feels terrible. Everything feels like it has a purpose and has a place, and it feels great to use. And I think that's more or less the kind of like the important part of your weapon sandbox, which is just, does it feel great to use? If I pick up this thing, am I gonna be like, wow, this is fun to use? I hope the game doesn't make it bad, or more like, I just hope the game makes it continue to be fun to use. Then I think you got a good weapon sandbox. And for Straftat, all the weapons in the sandbox feel like that. Weapons and guns and swords and all that other stuff. The sandbox is just very well made, very well designed. Now, to coincide with these weapons, you gotta have some really cool maps. So let's just, it's real quick, let's talk about the maps. The maps in this game are varying, kind of like Weapon Sandbox. You got your standard little city map, 1v1 maps, simple in their design, got the basic weapons. Then you got like maps that are a little bit more out there. You got kind of like castle maps with like more unique weapons in the sandbox. Nothing that's like too crazy, but something that's like a little bit more like, oh, this is kind of a nice little addition to maps. You got some more wilder maps like this sort of like weird theater-ish. That's the only way I can describe that kind of map, where it's like a bunch of like curtains that act as like teleport points. We have like the one-shot pure base weapon that's called a blank slate. It's just that specific weapon, and so you and your friend are kind of like going to each teleport point trying to find each other. But you got like the completely like insane maps where it's like you need to race to these like little slot machines that have weapons in them while the floor underneath you is like falling down. So you gotta like run, you gotta like do all these like movement shit to get to the end, to get to weapon slots so you two can fight each other. That's a really cool like map idea. I really do like the vastly differing maps. You got like regular maps like that shit. There's also some night maps too to kind of like get some more tense fights in there. And I think that's honestly kind of a funny. This is really funny. I gotta say, I really like that a lot. I'm really big fan of that because, as I just said, all these maps have like can really change how you play. And I think that's kind of cool because like it's not they don't all handle the same. You gotta be like, okay, this map handles like this, but then you have something that's like, completely different. You have like the standard like street map, but you might immediately jump to that one race map. So you gotta be very adaptable, and that's very cool. How you have to immediately change what you do on the fly instead of just like, okay, I gotta run all the way to the fucking slot machines. I gotta go get my goober grenade, or whatever the grenade was called. But just that's more or less the main thing about the maps I like. It's just like the sudden adaptability changes that you have to make, but it not still being a super serious game. It's still very goofy even with that adaptability.
Oh, you had that bug.
Now, with that in mind though, with these differing maps and this random RNG type of thing, it's all based on these rounds and the main game's mechanic of rounds. So let's just let's just talk about the rounds super quickly. So let's talk about the rounds. Rounds in this game are very, very short, or well, they can be incredibly short. Depends on like some things like the map and the weapons and what you got, stuff like that. However, the main thing that works is that for each map, you have 3 rounds in total. Whoever wins 2 of the rounds wins the map, basically, and then you move on to the next map. You do that for a set amount of rounds that the host will have set for the win condition, and then that's basically it. Now, as I explained these rounds, behind me, one of them, a round, is probably already done. That's how fast the game can be. Or maybe it just not finished. Within this general time of me explaining how rounds work, at least 1, maybe even 2, have probably finished by now. This game goes by insanely fast. You can set the win condition from like 8 rounds, or like 20, maybe 50. I didn't look at the full max, but you can get a really high like win condition count.
It was like a little closet.
You can have your sessions just go on. You can have your sessions just go on for a really, really long time, just to do some of the goofiest shit with your friends. And honestly, man, that's just why Straftat is fun. That's just why it's great. It's a goofy, silly little 1v1 game, and that's why this game is good. And the best part, the best part is this game. You can pick it up right now for the low price of absolutely free. There's like a $5 DLC for some more weapons and some more maps, but honestly, I kind of view that more as like you can support the developer by giving them some money rather than a absolute necessity to really enjoy the game. And that's like the best part about it. The game is free and it's fun. You have a nice little side option for more content that isn't necessary, but can also support the developer. That shit's cool. I really like that. I like supporting little indie developers with their cool, silly little games
It do go down.
that are really fun to play.
It don't.
It do go down. So I would say, to
Oh shit.
oh, we almost forgot. There's some movement to this game. You got like sliding and wall jumping. It's nothing grand. It's just simple little nice additional movement options. But in any case, that was Straftat. This is incredible. This would probably be like a very short video, maybe like under 6 fucking minutes, maybe under 7. Wouldn't that be crazy? Who knows? Maybe I'll get this out before the end of the month because I've been getting really lazy for some reason about this. I don't know why. Hopefully though, that'll do that, and I can hopefully, like I meant to, talk about the Helldivers 2 update, but that might, and if I do though, that might be 3 months because of how lazy I am and how kind of slow I am with doing all my stuff for the videos. Hopefully don't be the case. Hopefully I can do a better job at making the video and not be really slow. We're gonna find out the hard way because that's my problem, not yours. Because I'm really terrible at this. So you know what? I'm gonna try to work on that. It is what it is. Basically, Straftat's fun. Go pick it up. It's free. Really recommend it. If you really like the game, pick up that little DLC. Support the developer. That's all I got for you. Because honestly, there's not much to talk about. It's a small little game, small little video, but still, I want to talk about it because I really like the game. If it's really, really small. So, that's all I got for you guys, honestly. Just go play Straftat. It's free. It's really fun. Take care, lads.